The news, good evening. This week's Cabinet meeting has approved a regulation prepared by the Department of Information and Communication Technology, DICT, billings by operators of mobile phone calls. At present, clients are billed on a per-minute basis for local calls made from mobile networks, even if a call lasts only a few seconds. This has been seen as unfair and a rip-off. In future, clients will be charged for the duration of calls or what is called per seconds billings. The Principal Secretary for Information and Communications Technology, Benjamin Chopi, said the new measures will come into force not later than 6 months after they have been published. 65 people who have lost their jobs as a result of COVID-19 over the past couple of months have graduated after following a 4-month certificate in management course. It was organized by the Seychelles Employee Transition Skills, or SETS, in collaboration with the Seychelles Tourism Academy. The course was held at the academy itself, and participants were taught basic skills that are required to ensure the success of a business. This included formulating a business plan, how to deal with employees, and the best way to manage a business in times of crisis. Participants included former employees of the Banyan Tree Resort, Mason's Travel, 7 Degrees South, amongst others.
I also sit on the GOP committee, and I can tell you that we are not approving assistant managers for FMB, front office, and all. We will need to create this network where we follow up. We will work through existing structures. We will keep tracking where you are. We will guide you. We will keep having masterclasses on leadership and management.
The Civil Aviation Authority is expecting a significant increase in the number of visitors arriving in the country since August until November. An average of 4,000 visitors came to the Seychelles, and the authority expects the numbers to reach 6,000 at the end of this month, making a total of over 130,000 visitors for this year. The Air Transport Officer, Curtis L'Espoir, says that although this is a 71% decrease as opposed to the same period last year, SCA's projection is indeed a very good news considering the COVID-19 situation.
We remain very optimistic because it means there is demand out there for travel to Seychelles. And it is because of the joint effort, not just by SCA, but by the Tourism Department, by STB, by the Public Health Authority, which has made sure that there is confidence for travelers to come to Seychelles. And we are very, very happy with these developments. And for the month of December, we are expecting to see the return of some of our airlines. Kenya Airways is expected to come back. British Airways came back on Sunday. Edelweiss, which started and then stopped, is coming back as well. We also saw the return of Qatar Airways earlier this week, and later in December we're expecting to see Air Austral return to our shores. But again, we would like to remind everyone that the situation remains very dynamic, and we at SCA, we ensure that we are monitoring the situation out there. Whilst we are very positive today and we remain optimistic, yes, but we are also cognizant that things might change as the situation ensues out there.
The Seychelles Central Bank is encouraging young people aged 16 to 30 to educate their peers on finance. This is through the first Youth for Youth, a financial education youth ambassador program, which will be held every year with a new group of youth. The central bank's financial inclusion analyst, Rose Larue, says selected participants will learn several aspects of the financial education, which will include fraud. The program is part of the bank's financial education plan in partnership with the SNYC, the UN Youth Seychelles, and others. Application forms are available on the bank's Facebook page, website, or at the reception desk in Victoria. The deadline to submit the application is January the 15th, 2021.
The purpose of this program is to empower the youth to encourage them for peer-to-peer learning and advocacy on financial education. Selected youth will have the opportunity to increase knowledge on the various financial products and services. For example, understanding the bank products and services, the CBS monetary policy, and also even the National Financial Education Strategy, just to name a few. So with this knowledge and also training they will receive, they will be able to share this information with other students or maybe colleagues at work, and also to help them achieve their goals and projects in regards to what they will like to do to make an impact in their community.
Stargazers will get a rare chance tomorrow to witness a so-called conjunction of the planets Jupiter and Saturn. Weather permitting, the two planets will appear almost to overlap when viewed through a telescope or binoculars. Their orbits will in fact come within a tenth of a degree, clearly visible for the first time in 800 years.
Astronomy enthusiast David Plowes is preparing for what he hopes will be a celestial spectacular. Aided by his family, from this west-facing position at Glassy, he hopes his telescope will reveal a conjunction or convergence of Jupiter and Saturn.
What we're going to see is, for the first time visibly for 800 years, Saturn and Jupiter will pass within a tenth of a degree with each other. And this is basically the closeness of that pass is a very, very rare event.
On a clear night, it should look like this: Jupiter with its moons and ringed Saturn almost overlapping. Galileo glimpsed it nearly 400 years ago, but the Sun was too close for any clarity. But we'll get a better view, theoretically, helped by our location near the equator and relatively little light pollution. It'll happen an hour after sunset. Just look towards Silhouette.
The time that these two planets are closest to each other is actually sort of when they're passing the Seychelles, so it's a rather unique experience for us. There won't really be any big difference, but in theory there is.
The next opportunity won't come around again for 5,500 years, but provided it's a clear night, the event can be witnessed live tomorrow on SBC News.
And with this, we end this news summary. Next on SBC, the Sunday before Christmas, a performance by the Mahe Chamber Choir. Enjoy.